What's going on? And hello, all of my Starlight Entertainment employees and customers, and welcome back to the second devlog, which is we're gonna be talking about April, if I'm right. Yes, April. Sorry this video took so long to post. I've been kind of in the middle of things with Planetplex, Planet Park as well, which is the second chapter, second game, if you want to call it, that is coming out later this year, or it could be next month. It could be the month after that one. It could be this month. But we're going to be talking about everything that happened during April. April was indeed it was a pretty crazy month, I'd say. If I'm right, I think update 2 came around in April. April went by so quick. I don't remember if update 2 came out in April, but I'm pretty sure it did. Update 2 was crazy. Update 2 added like 21 different things into the game, and it was overall just a game changer. You had the party rooms come, and you had the triggers that security guards trigger in the animatronics to see where they last been from the past 10 seconds. New functions with the doors. There was just a lot of stuff that got added. Some stuff got moved around, like the phone and the C4 for the fire ending and the escaped ending, all of that. And it was just an overall pretty crazy month. And I'm glad that I'm finally moving on to the next project, which is Project Say the Name, aka Project Starlight Entertainment Survive the Planet Park. And there was not really a lot of stuff that happened in April. We did, however, get the thumbnail image posted for Survive the Planetplex, and we got the video posted for Survive the Planetplex as well. And yesterday, I was able to submit it into a try to get into the creative discovery tab. So be on the lookout for that, guys. If you want to see your favorite game on there. While we're also talking about that, make sure to use supporter creator code Daylight Reborn, because hey, I want to keep posting these maps for you. I'm not really doing it for the money. I'm just trying to post out these maps that you guys like to see. And so shameless plug over with all of that. You don't need to subscribe, or any of that, but just listen. All right. So Survive the Planetplex is kind of the game about you going to a plex and you're being hunted down by four of the characters, which is Eart, Starlight, Marty Mars, and King Moon. Now, there's a lot of speculation going around about what Marty Mars might look like, his backstory. At the end of May, I'm actually hosting a competition to a custom animatronic that will come in as an actual character for Survive the Planet Park. And if they win, you get your character made, or you could already have the character pre-made, and it gets put right into the storyline. I will somehow squeeze it into the storyline, and it will be slapped in right into Survive the Planet Park. The game has been it's died down, like all games should, but people are still playing it. There's been over 100 plays. I think there's around 200 plays now. I want to say probably not, but we're almost at I want to say 170 plays, which is pretty good considering that Break It, the first season for my Battle Royale Break It got over 600. So it's just a good change of pace for me going to BR maps to horror games now, because I think I definitely can find myself somewhere in the aspect of adventure games and horror games and all that. That's where I really kind of excel my creative expertise, I want to say. And I want to kind of talk about some story, all right? Some storyline stuff. So, all the theorists out there planning on making theory videos, or people who want to make theories and stuff like that, get your notepads or your notebooks or recorders down so you can record some parts that I say and then I deny it the next day. So, the story, if you see if you saw the latest video about Survive the Planetplex, there's a guy who I'm not gonna reveal who that is. You could probably make some speculations who it might be, but he talks about, if let's see if I get the number right. He talks about 192114. And actually, fun fact: if you actually take all those numbers, 1919, 2121, and then 14 is 14. You put that and you look up what is the 14 or the 21 or the 19th letter in the alphabet, and it will spell out sun. So that was a really cool thing that I did. So I actually quite like that. I don't think anyone was going to figure that out. But he talks about Starlight, who is a character in the game, if you don't already know already. She is the main face of Starlight Entertainment, Starlight Studios, which is my company that I kind of produce all my maps with. Break It, Starlight, Serve the Planetplex, Park, upcoming movies, shows, all of that stuff, which you guys can actually join if you just hit me up in the DMs and then just say, I want to join Starlight Studios and I can do blah, blah, blah. Simple, fairly easy. Actually, while I'm on the topic of that, as of right now, I'm actually working on Survive the Planet Park right now, actually. As this recording is going, I have my Xbox loaded up. I'm currently working on it. I am about, I want to say 50% done. Not 50%, I want to say I'm about 70% or 75% done with the map itself. Alright, the layout base, all that. 75% done with that. Then comes the decorations, the props and all that. And then will come mechanics, and then you get teasers, video, live feeds, and a lot of more storyline stuff like we did with the Planetplex in the few months until its official release. So, all of that is happening, and I want to say a big thanks to everyone who has played it once again. I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for Swifty in Fort Tendo, I'm not even gonna try to diminish the idea. If it wasn't for Swifty or Fort Tendo, as I say, Survive the Planetplex wouldn't be where it is today, because that Fort Tendo, the first Fort Tendo definitely did help breach off Survive the Planetplex into higher rankings, and I think because of that, I can get this map featured, and a lot more people will play, and I hope that I will see creators play, and I will see all that stuff play it. But a man can dream, right? A man can dream. But back to storyline stuff. On that tape, if you always check the description for a Starlight, for a Planetplex or Planet Park video, always check the description. I don't know how many times I gotta keep saying it, but check the description, because a date will always be in that description, guaranteed. It will always tell you when it was published or all that stuff. And if you look at the description for that video talking about the experiment, you'll see it takes place in December 2025, which is where, Starlight Entertainment, the Planetplex takes place. It takes place like 3 years into the future. All that. So, the Planet Park doesn't take place. I was gonna date drop to when the Planetplex takes place. I would just say that they knew, Starlight Entertainment knew that the Planetplex would become such a big hit that they would need more. You don't have Disneyland. You have Disney World, right? And all of that stuff. You might have a small. Let's take, you might have Jurassic Park, and then you might have Jurassic World. You see how everything kind of expands more and more with companies and stuff like that. And I want to do the exact same thing. It was like they knew that kids would love to see animatronic planet-like things perform and dance, and they could go around and have fun, eat, drink, buy stuff from price counter, have fun in the arcades and stuff like that. all of that. So they already knew that they were gonna be a pretty big hit. So in the meanwhile, they already started working on Survive. Not Survive. Sorry. You already had already working. They was already working on Survive the Planet Park or the Planet Park. I don't know why I keep saying Survive the. All right, but they were always working on Survive the Planet Park. Um, and the park is huge. It's bigger than the Plex as it is a park, but it is it's all over the place. So I want to give a kind of a layout idea, a base ground idea of what the park looks like for some people. So of course you have the main entrance, and there will be a parking lot and stuff like that, right? And there's the main entrance, and there's two gigantic towers that kind of tower over the place, and there are concession stands and stuff like that. But in the dead center, there's the stage, and then it kind of branches off into the different locations to where the animatronics might be. So Sunnylight might be in somewhere else. She might not be in the main stage area, but she could be in her own separate area, and that's what I wanted to do with each and every single one of the characters that are going to be introduced. I want to give them their own little POI, their own little area for them to have their own separate performing spot. Because if you remember inside the Planetplex, the animatronics could go to backstage where they would do like mini performances and all of that. And I think I like that I've carried that idea on. And I will not talk about mechanics because mechanics is still a work in progress. Haven't even touched mechanics yet. But Survive the Planetplex is definitely gonna be it's definitely, I like to say, um it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Survive the Planetplex was good. Survive the Planetplex probably gonna be even better. All right, but I am afraid of what people are gonna say because I have never made a carry on. I have made seasons. I have made, Break It. Break It had 4 seasons. Currently working on the 5th season as of this. So I'm working on 2 projects, season 5 and Planet Park, right? And Break It, it's seasons, all right? You don't have to really go to a whole different map or any of that. You just have to change up some stuff, add a new POI, and all that, and it's boom, easy done, mechanics wise, all of that. That's kind of the gist of it, the simple, easy enough stuff. But for this, I'm a little bit I'm worried. I'm kind of scared for what might happen. If like what if people don't like it? What if it doesn't just give people the sense that it doesn't make people feel the way that they felt during Survive the Planetplex. Like I know I have like a couple of my friends who absolutely love Planetplex, and I'm afraid personally that they will not like Survive the Planet Park because it doesn't have the exact same vibe as it did originally because you're not inside of a mall, all right? You're not inside of the Plex. You're outside. You're outside and it's an amusement park and stuff like that. It's outside. Everything's taking place outside now. And it makes you back the question, will the fans like the new change of pace from going inside to enclosed spaces to outside to where everything's kind of open and free and stuff? That doesn't mean there won't be hiding spots for people to hide in and all of that. But it would definitely be more of a challenge, right? So my biggest expectations for the fans is I hope they just like the game. I take all kinds of criticism. I'm not really too don't really get salty about people not liking the game or all of that stuff. But I generally like to see what happens when people do play Survive the Planet Park. Would they like it? Would they hate it? Would they have some kind of neutral feeling about it? Because those are the questions you want to ask as a creative map maker. So that's definitely a thing. Because I know there are people who and I'm treating it, and you could be saying like he's treating it like it's an actual game. That's because it is. This is an actual game just made in our game. It's like Roblox, all right. He's treating it like it's a separate game, like it's a game, all right. This is a game, all right. This game is This game it's I'm treating it like it's an actual project, an actual game that I am developing, because you are making a game, all right? You are given these tools to make the game, all right? And no one should just tell you he's treating it like it's an actual game, like people are actually gonna buy it and stuff like that. You need to treat the game like, you know, how you are right now. You need to treat your creative map like you're actually making a separate game that's not in Fortnite, all right? And don't worry about what they say, because at the end of the day, this is your map, and you may think it might be a masterpiece, you may think it's not a masterpiece, you know. So I definitely do think that Survive the Planet Park, it will be it will not be the equivalent to Survive the Planetplex, but I know that it will be liked amongst the fans, and I hope they love to see where the storyline goes and all of that. Also, people, I don't know if people really questioned it, but this is the final thing before I let you guys go and you guys go do your own thing and have your own lives and stuff like that. But people haven't questioned the claw. The claw, it's a new thing. It's a new thing that I've been working on. I want to have a new character, because there is a villain. There's always gonna be a villain in these games. If you remember, if you join the Discord, link in the description below. Excuse me. If you do, and you go up a bit in the Starlight like entertainment or the Planetplex thing or whatever, there will be a letter that says, "Dear Jeff," or "Dear Jeffrey, we know you're still here," meaning that Jeff did not die, which some people actually predicted a long time ago. So Jeff isn't dead. I'm confirming right now. He's